St. Claire is here. She is a remarkable woman. First of all, she's a beautiful woman. Look at her pictures. Look at that, Robin. Look at a beautiful Jasmin St. Claire.
That's her?
That is her. And as you know, she came to us months ago because she was appearing in the movie The World's Biggest Gangbang 2, the sequel to The World's Biggest Gangbang. As you know, there was a very lovely Oriental girl who took on over...
Yes, she was the star of The World's Biggest Gangbang.
Yes.
The first one, right?
Yeah, the Oriental girl, and she took on 100-some-odd men. And Jasmin St. Claire, she
wanted to break the record.
Yeah, she wanted to break the record, so she needed a whole bunch of guys to go down and have sex with her. So here she is.
We helped provide them.
And we helped provide them. They got them from our audience. Here is Jasmin St. Claire. Hey, honey, you're looking good.
Thank you. So
Let me see what you're wearing. There's a little gold dress and big giant breasts.
You today.
I can't hear you, sweetheart.
I have a present for you today.
A T-shirt. The World's Biggest Gangbang 2, the sequel.
Where do you wear that? I'll be wearing that.
I'll be wearing that around the house for the kids.
Sure.
Howard, there was some guy that called into your show the day after my gangbang. Mm-hmm. I'd like to clear something up now. He was never at the gangbang. If you look closely at the back of that flyer I gave you, there weren't beds and pillows. It was a Polynesian team tiki set, and I was wearing a long gold gown. I wasn't wearing a short red dress that I stripped out of.
So you think the guy was making it up?
I don't know which gangbang he was at.
Right.
The one in his dreams.
How many guys did you end up doing that day, Jasmin?
To be honest with you, Howard, I lost track after about...
Yes.
Like 90-something.
After 90 guys, were you actually keeping a head count, so to speak, in your mind?
I was really trying to. I was trying to do that countdown, but it couldn't happen.
Was it pleasurable for you, or was it very painful?
In all honesty, it wasn't that pleasurable at all.
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't any fun, huh?
Like maybe the first 2 or 3.
The first guy was really good looking. There were some really cute guys there, I'll say that much.
Right.
The first guy was cute, the last guy was cute, and a few in between. I had 3 guys thrown out.
Now, why were 3?
Were they thrown out?
What criteria? Now, in other words, each guy who was selected. Because you weren't too discriminating. I mean,
I was when it came to the actual date. Your hair looks very nice, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
So what you're saying is, like, beforehand...
Thank you. Did you hear what she just said? My hair looks
I'm sorry. We have to stop for your hair.
I got a compliment.
Yeah, I think Howard is a babe. But anyway.
Let me tell you something, baby.
With all due respect, I know you're married, Howard, but if you
I am not married.
You're not?
No, I am getting a divorce. I am divorced, yes.
I have to give you my phone number, Howard.
Please.
I want you so bad. You don't understand.
Really?
I do. You were totally my type. My first boyfriend looks like you, Damien. I mean, he was the perfect guy. He looked exactly like you.
Come over here for a second. Let me see if I can. Let me see how we look together as a couple.
Can I take my clothes off?
Yeah, please.
Oh,
yeah,
she
step
feels
over here. Could you please take that stupid dress off so I can see how we look together as a couple? How tall are you?
5'7".
I want to thank Colleen, my hair woman at the movie.
Yes, you've been getting tons of compliments.
They colored my hair. I look like $1 million bucks.
Jeans on! Ah!
What is that, baby?
I love guys with jeans and black sneakers.
Well, that's what I have. Wow. I love what you have on. Nothing. You know, you're my type. You have a vagina. Come here. How do we look together, Robin, as a couple?
Well, you look gorgeous together.
Do we really? Now, give me a little hug. Let me see if I like you as a girlfriend. Turns out I like you. Oh, yeah.
He touched me. Oh, my God.
Oh, you're damn right I did. All right, go over there. You're being a slut. Go ahead. And I like that.
Stop being a slut, you slut. No.
I told you to stop being a slut. But yeah, wow, are you tan? Isn't that great? Is that your natural color?
She's like a black woman. She's so tan.
You are almost negroid. Do you know that? You are. She's like a black woman. She's darker than you, Robin.
I see that.
I am not.
Do you have any Negroes in your family?
No, I haven't tanned in like a month now.
You have no tan lines? Beautiful girl. All right, anyway, so let's get back to your fascinating
gangbang.
story.
Let's
get back to gangbang.
Okay, there were certain criteria.
Now, when you say you want to date me, though, I don't understand something. Is that because I'm on the radio and I have a powerful... nothing like that.
No, it has nothing to do with it. I like
So
people
he could
for
just
who
give
they
this
are.
all up and give all of his money to his wife.
And you would still be with me?
Of course.
You would?
I once dated
You
a
would
guy who
support
still lived
him.
at home with his parents. He had a lot of money at one point.
Right.
And something happened that was very unfortunate. And I still went out with the guy because I liked what he had inside of his...
How do I know you're sexually safe? I mean, the AIDS virus could have infected you during the
It did,
gangbang.
because everyone had AIDS tests. They all had condoms.
Yes.
And I didn't allow these guys to have any kind of oral contact with me. One guy walked up to me and started grabbing my breasts and trying to kiss me. I'm like, back off. We are not on a date here.
Is that one of the guys you threw out?
Yeah.
So the guy's offense was that during the gangbang, he tried to kiss you.
He tried to have oral contact, which was not allowed. And then another guy tried sticking
He tried to use his finger on you?
And they weren't allowed to do that either.
Mm-hmm.
And they gave them manicures still, just in case anyone touched me.
So in other words, a man, all he could do was penetrate you with his genitals, and that would be the only way that he could be with you. And if a man tried to use his hand or anything like that, he would be thrown out. And this one guy tried to kiss you.
He did it to try to... I mean, the guy just grabbed me so hard in my chest, I felt like I was about to have an accident, like it would burst.
Like your breast implant would burst.
Yeah,
yes.
and I
That's
got very
horrid.
scared.
Right. So you had one guy thrown out for grabbing your chest and kissing you, another guy for trying to use his finger on you, and then what was the third guy thrown out for?
He was thrown out for just talking really bad stuff about me to the press because I didn't want to touch him because he was picking his nose and eating it.
What is it?
I thought
The
was
guy,
very
let me understand
disgusting.
something. The guy came up to have sex with you for the movie,
He was
and he
standing
began to pick
aside, picking his nose and eating it. He was standing aside over there. I'm
Wow.
like, there's a time and a place for everything, and this is not the time.
I don't even
and
know
it
that
is
there's a
not the
time and a place for eating your own boogers. I don't even know that there is a time and
He
place.
could have done it in the bathroom. But I mean, I just don't think it's appropriate to kiss in a film. If you've seen my movies, I don't kiss the guys I work with because kissing is too intimate. That's what you do with your boyfriend.
So in other words, you would kiss me as your boyfriend.
I would.
Yeah,
in
we
a
would have
jiffy,
soul
in a
kissing and
heartbeat.
really. Now, well, let me ask you something. But I'm a little nervous to make love to a porn star, and I'll tell you why. I would think that you've had so many men, and you've had so much experience that I would bore you.
No,
I mean,
that's not the
especially
case at
When is the
all.
last time you had sex?
300.
When is the last time you had sex with a
For
guy for pleasure?
2 weeks ago.
All right,
And
and-
I do not compare these guys to the guys in the film. To be honest with you, Howard, and I'm saying this, I don't care if my coworkers hear it because I'm an honest, down-to-earth person. What happens on camera, I never remember. These guys are nothing to write home about. I'll tell you that right now. What is something to write home about is what happens off camera.
Romance.
Actually making love, romance, holding the guy holding the girl, caressing her, and doing everything.
Is it hard for you to find a boyfriend because guys are nervous around a porn star?
No, it's not that. It's just there are just certain qualities in men that I look for, and I just can't find that. I mean, I
Aside
would
from
like
me.
to have a boyfriend, but
Yeah.
the thing is, it's just a lot of guys get the wrong idea about porn stars, and they think, oh, wow, I'm going to get laid, I'm going to get some.
We're
And
not?
that's not the case. You know, there's more to it.
Do you prefer
than
huge
just sex.
genitals? I mean, you must be somewhat spoiled.
It makes no
No difference?
not all those guys have huge genitals, but it just doesn't make a difference to me anymore.
Really? Oh, I would like to be your boyfriend. I'll be honest with you.
Oh, thank you.
Were your genitals sore after 300 men?
Yeah, but I still had sex that night.
You did.
You're kidding.
Now, Jasmine, you're a bright girl. What is your future going to be? Are you going to law school? That's what I heard.
That's what my future is going to be. I would like to go to law school. That's what I'd like to do. I'd like to try and get the money up to buy a medical supply company right now. It's $60,000.
Well, wait a second. As a porn star and certainly taking on, what was it, 300?
300 guys. Didn't that
300.
get you 60,000?
Didn't you make 60,000?
It did, but I did something else with the money, too.
What did you do with that?
I put some away into some bonds
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
to lock it up for 3 years. That way, if the stock market goes down this year, in the next 2 years, it should go back up to what it
I
should
see.
be.
So you've invested some of your porno
Right.
money.
And I'd like to also buy some investment property and have that money as well as income, so I really wouldn't have to do this.
Now, what about law school, though? Why not put the money into law school? That would be a good investment. Now, what law school?
like
Have you
to
gotten
have-
into law school?
UCLA is the one right now.
They've accepted you?
It's been accepted, but the thing is, I cannot go this September. I really can't go. I'm having some problems right now financially because I just want to have the money. Like I said, it's income.
Why
If
don't your
I-
parents pay for the college?
Well, if their parents could do anything, do you think she'd be doing porn?
No, that's not true. The truth of the matter is they want me to stay back in New York and do things their way, and that's part of the reason I moved back to California.
How about Gangbang 3, if you do that?
No Gangbang 3. No.
Were your
no.
genitals sore after 300 men?
Yeah, but I still had sex that night.
You did?
You're kidding.
I've got to tell you the story. I had sex with a guy that night, and he woke up the next morning. Now, first thing, when a guy comes into my house, I show him where the door is.
Right.
That way, if there's a problem, he knows where it is to get the hell out of my house.
Right.
Excuse my French. So,
Was that French?
No, it's
What do
American.
I know? I hate French. Go ahead. Yes. So, yes.
So he came over and we did the wild thing. And the next day he was walking around my living room and he saw the trophy I received for it.
Yes.
He's like, wait a second, wasn't this yesterday? I'm like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Does this make me 302? It sure does.
Was it good sex? Weren't you
you in
inflamed
pain?
down
I
there?
was a little bit inflamed, but but I just had to.
Can I see you
This is
naked
under
again? I want to
pressure.
look at your genitals. There must be something inflamed down
There
there. Let me
isn't.
see. Stand up for a second. I got to check you off. You're going to be my girlfriend. Let me see. Well, it looks normal down there to me. No different than anybody else's.
You should have seen it the day after, though.
No, guys still say I'm really tight.
Really?
Last guy I was with, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you must have been with Pinocchio.
No.
Now, That's rather exciting news. Now, what about farm animals? Would you ever do that?
No, I will never do farm animals.
That is where you draw the line.
That is where I draw the line in bestiality.
I'm glad to hear that.
I'll do you, though.
What a prude. You would do me.
Of course.
In a minute. Man, I could be having some fun.
Let me tell you something. If you weren't married and there were no cameras here, or I don't care about the cameras.
Yeah, I'm not married.
Your genitals would be out of your pants right now, Howard.
Really?
I swear on my life.
Wow.
It's true.
I hope it is.
It is.
Oh, I'm not married.
So pull it out.
I don't have anything to pull out.
I don't care.
Fully engorged on 1 inch.
So
All right,
what?
listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me.
He's so adorable. I'm so sorry.
I am?
Yeah.
Oh, baby. Want to get spanked?
Yeah.
You like that?
Only when my hair is getting pulled.
I am still stuck back there
Yeah.
at her parents want her to do things her way.
No,
Or
their way.
What is their way?
I'm an only child.
Like
and
maybe
basically-
limit yourself to about 100 guys on a
Yeah,
date.
no, limit yourself to not even date.
They know you're doing this stuff?
They want you to be a
They
nun?
found out.
They found out?
They don't want me to date anyone at all.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And no, they really don't. They never wanted me to, and they just never really wanted me to find happiness
you
outside
rebelled.
of the family circle. Exactly, I rebelled.
You did 300 guys in one day.
Yeah,
It's
I
amazing.
mean, it's a pretty major deal. I'm
I
just
would
starting
say-
to realize that now, by the way.
I would say you went down in porno history.